Canadian Property Stars. Canadian Property Stars. You earn 110 to $400 a day. Well, let me tell you my first day and how it was. Did I earn $110? Well, listen to my little story about my first day, and it will inform you greatly, and you'll think again about working there. Okay, so I wake up at 6 a.m. very happy, excited, first day of spring break work. So I go, eat at 6:30, get out of the house, go to the bus stop, go to their shuttle location, which is pretty good. Go there, and and then I go to there by around 8 o'clock. I reach their uh, warehouse. When we go there, there's a few. First, they give us our lecture about how to sell stuff, how to do this, how to do that, and I was excited because they tell us what to do and how we should do our stuff. I was very excited. So after they gave, uh, we were divided into groups because there's a few vans that need to be. There are like 3, 4 different vans, so 3, 4 different groups. So once we were divided, I was given my clipboard, and my clipboard had no reservation on it. So I thought, oh, maybe they're gonna give me or something. When I looked at the other guy had 8, and I was like, whoa, what the heck? So I asked, is this normal? They're like, yeah, this is better than the guy that got 8. I was like, oh, okay. I felt good. So I didn't know where we were gonna go. We were going to Coquitlam. I wasn't dressed for the weather. I had a big puffy jacket, which wasn't waterproof. Was water repellent, but not waterproof. So he, we get our manager. He gives us our. He tells us that we're going to Coquitlam, and then when we are on the bus, he tells us what we need to do. So when we arrive in Coquitlam, every person is dropped at a random location, and they tell you this is your route. You gotta go and do your stuff. So okay, I had nobody for reservation. Nobody was booked, no appointment. So I was like, what should I do? Oh, they're like, oh, you go door to door and ask them if they want their lawn aerated. I was like, oh, okay. So I they dropped me in on top of a hill, a steep hill, with a 200-pound machine. So I start working at about around 12, yeah, around 12, and it was snowing. It was snowing so hard, and after a while it started raining. So during that time, I went from house to house on a Wednesday. Most of the people weren't even home, and I had this 200-pound piece of shit that I was dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging from one house to another house, from one house to another house. But I was like, it's okay. I didn't get any houses, and I was like, it's okay. I still get $110 at the end of the day. That's still good. $110. That's a lot of money in cash. So I was like, okay, it's okay. So I go down the steep hill, asking people. Well, I knock on one guy's door. The second he sees the aerator with me, he's like, no, 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 no. I dealt with you guys last year. I dealt with you guys last year. I don't want anything to do with you guys. And I was like, okay, sure. So, um, after, so for 6 hours, I had the 200 pound machine. I did my route once. I called my manager, and I'm like, I didn't get any houses. He's like, oh, just go back up again and do it again. So I went up about a kilometer steep hill with 200-pound machine again, and it's tough labor, man, tough labor. I was still looking forward to the end of the day. I was like, oh, still, at least I got 110 bucks. Oh, that's still great. So after, when it was almost, and during, like, I went down 3 times up and down the hill. No, I got no sales. So I called my manager again, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I got one sale for you." They had a reservation at the end of the day at like 6 o'clock. I got one, so I went and aerated some guy's lawn, and the guy said I already prepaid. So I'm like, okay. And so by 6:30, I was done, and then I had to wait for them to pick me up. Till 8 o'clock, I was waiting for them to pick me up because they were at different location picking guys one by one, one by one, one by one. So, but so it was. I was drenched in water, and on my trip, a lady's like, "Oh my God, I feel sorry for you." She thought I was a hobo or something. So she's like, "Oh my God, I feel so sorry for you. Do you want an umbrella?" And I'm like, "I'm as wet as it gets. What's the point of an umbrella now?" So the lady started laughing, and I'm like, "Can I aerate your lawn?" She's like, "No, I'll call your company later." I'm like, "Can I do it?" And she's like, "No, no, 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 you can't do it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So at the end of the day, when we were picked up and we finally got to the warehouse, it was still freezing cold. I was like shivering, literally. So I was like, "Yes, paycheck." Oh, I was looking forward to $110. Yeah. So here I was waiting for the big paycheck or cash. So after waiting in line for like about 45 minutes to get my stupid paycheck, I go and show the guy that I did one lawn. And he's like, "Oh, this might not be the highest paycheck you'll ever receive." And I was like, "Oh, okay, still 110 bucks, probably pretty high to me." He hands me $7. And I was like, "What? $7? 16 hours? How does that work?" And he's like, "Oh, we give 31, 32, about 31, 32% of the commission to you of what you earn." But I'm like, the lawn was $100, so shouldn't I be getting at least 32 bucks? I was like, "Oh, since it was prepaid, it was worth 25 bucks because it was prepaid." I was like, "Okay." And then he's like, "So sorry, yeah, it's not the highest paycheck." So I was like, I was thinking in my head, should I take this $7 or no? Should I? Should I? Took it anyway. $7 of 16 hours of hardcore labor. And on their bus stop ads and everything, they say $110 to $400. I got $7. I still don't know how that worked. So I'm pretty sure they should change it and write from zero to $400. Yeah, so my first day was completely total hell. If you want to take the risk, you still want to work for them, do go right ahead. Me, honestly, I would never ever want to work for them again. In snowing condition, like seriously, man, it was the worst experience of my life. I just wanted that day to be over. If you want to go through it, I'm just here to warn you guys, because they are literally gonna rape you. At the end of the day, you'll be so tired. You'll be so tired. You can't even think about anything else. You're gonna come home and go to sleep. And tomorrow you gotta wake up at 6 a.m. again to go to the shuttle location and do this whole shit all over again for $7 freaking. Or heck, I was one of the lucky ones. There was this girl that got $2, and then there was this other girl that got nothing. I was like, "Oh, I'm the lucky one. I got $7 for 16 hours of hardcore labors." So it's up to you. If you want to work, go right ahead and get raped first. Dude, come work for me. I'll pay you more. Come work for me. I'll give you $9 for 16 hours. Yeah, I'll give you $9 more than seven, and I guarantee you'll get $9, not like $2 or zero. So, like, uh, that's all I have to say about Canadian Property Star. You're going that there at your own risk. You're not their employee, so they're not paying you per hour. You're a contractor, so if you get hurt, you're gonna pay for your own medical fees and everything. You're not covered. If you break their machine, you're gonna pay $4,000 to them. Because again, you break it, you pay for it. If you're working for them and you screw up something on their a guy's property, you're paying for it out of your $7 apparently. I just can't imagine how anybody would work for them again. So there you have it, guys. My first day on my last day. You'll never see me working there again. And I'm just gonna go out there and probably burn their shirt. Alright, take care, have a good day.